point of view, criminal justice reform will make Oklahoma safer. Public safety should be the bedrock of any reforms to our criminal justice system. As members of the victims community, we appreciate the need for a correctional system that truly works to reduce crime and victimization, which is why we are encouraged by the Oklahoma Justice Reform Task Force's efforts. Grounded in the evidence to reduce recidivism, the task force is developing policy recommendations that promise to protect public safety and victims' rights while safely reducing the prison population. We have worked in the criminal justice field for close to 50 years combined. We strive to address the hurdles victims face, including the need to enhance victim/survivor safety by enforcing full faith and credit protective orders across all jurisdictions, and the cycles of violence and trauma that entrap victims of domestic violence and substance abuse and mental illness, often leading to their own criminalization and incarceration. Our current correctional system isn't working, as evidenced by Oklahoma having the highest female incarceration rate in the country for 25 years. If we don't change our approach, the female prison population is projected to grow by 60% in the next 10 years. For the price of building a new prison, we could provide counseling, job training, substance abuse and mental health treatment, as well as critical domestic violence services. Nonviolent offenders make up 3/4 of people entering prison every year. Nearly 1 in 5 is sent there for simple drug possession, and many more are being punished for other addiction-driven behavior. As substance abuse issues touch more families and communities, we need to focus on treatment to help women get on the right path and keep families together. With the work of the task force, we have an opportunity to bring long-needed improvements addressing crimes driven by substance abuse disorders. Read all the recent editorials from the Oklahoman. During the past 6 months, the task force has actively reached out to the community of survivors and advocates for victims of crime, and we have had the opportunity of hosting and participating in the victim/survivor/advocate roundtables that were held in Oklahoma City and in the Seminole and Cherokee Nations. Priorities identified in those discussions will be advanced with the task force recommendations, and its reform package will focus on making our communities safer and reducing victimization. Having one of the largest populations of tribal citizens, collaboration between the state and Oklahoma Tribal Victim Services will be very beneficial. Criminal justice reform in Oklahoma must focus on saving prison space for the most serious and violent offenders. Diverting low-level, non-violent offenders into effective alternatives such as supervision with treatment makes our communities stronger and saves resources for services for domestic violence victims. The victims community of Oklahoma supports moving away from corrections practices that aren't based in evidence and instead toward those most likely to result in less crime and recidivism. We look forward to the adoption of a reform package and to directing our energies to services that prevent violence, address addiction, change criminal behavior and protect victims. Perry is CEO of YWCA Oklahoma City. Barker Harold is an Indian country consultant and victim specialist.